I'm Teisha Bader with Shalom TV's news update for Tuesday, April the 9th, 2013. We open today with news that tomorrow, former President Jimmy Carter will be honored at Cardozo School of Law in Manhattan. President Carter, known to be a harsh critic of Israel who has compared Israel to an apartheid state, is due to be honored by the student-run Cardozo Journal of Conflict Resolution, which will bestow upon him its Advocate for Peace Award. Because Cardozo is part of Yeshiva University, at least two groups of YU alumni have expressed outrage over the Cardozo students honoring Carter. The Jewish Daily Forward reports that one group has said they would physically block Carter from entering the law school. The Jewish Week reports that another group called the Coalition of Concerned Cardozo Alumni set up a website called Shame on Cardozo for honoring Jimmy Carter, and have called on fellow former students to express their outrage to YU's president Richard Joel and Cardozo dean Matthew Diller. Richard Joel released a statement yesterday on YU's news blog saying that Carter's invitation to Cardozo represents only the initiative of this student journal and does not represent either the views or position of YU or of Cardozo Law School. Joel's statement reads, "I strongly disagree with many of President Carter's statements and actions in recent years, which have mischaracterized the Middle East conflict and have served to alienate those of us who care about Israel. That said, Yeshiva University both celebrates and takes seriously its obligation as a university to thrive as a free marketplace of ideas, while remaining committed to its unique mission as a proud Jewish university." Shalom TV asked the Anti-Defamation League for a comment on the story. They were unable to issue one prior to the time of this newscast. The Jewish Week reports that Jewish Agency for Israel Chairman Natan Sharansky presented a new proposal today to Jewish leaders here in the U.S. to resolve the issue of equal prayer at Jerusalem's Western Wall. Sharansky met earlier today with officials of the Rabbinic Cabinet of the Jewish Federations of North America, made up of leaders of all the major streams of Judaism here in the U.S., to present the new plan. He told the Jewish Week that its key is, quote, to see all of the Western Wall as one. The plan is said to include a major expansion and enlarged prayer section at the wall for non-Orthodox egalitarian services, allowing men and women to pray together. A section like this does exist now, but it is quite small and only open on a limited basis, and an entrance fee is charged. Sharansky emphasized that his plan is historic because it calls for a 24-hour-a-day access to the wall with a common entrance between the two prayer areas, and would mark, quote, the first time and in the most visible place there would be a choice between traditional and egalitarian prayer. Sharansky was asked several months ago by Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to come up with a solution for the prayer at the wall issue after a series of arrests and detentions of members of Women of the Wall, whose mission it is to achieve equal rights for women to pray at the Western Wall. It's unclear whether Sharansky's new plan would satisfy their goals. The plan would also have to be approved in Israel's Knesset, and Sharansky told the Jewish Week that he thinks he can deliver the government support to make that happen. Reuters reports that U.S. Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel will visit Israel later this month and meet with his counterpart, Israel's Defense Minister Moshe Ya'alon. Reuters cited an Israeli official in the report who also said the meeting was intended to bolster the allies' cooperation in the Middle East. Reuters also cited the Israeli Defense Ministry saying that Hagel and Ya'alon discussed the visit last month over the phone. Hagel's visit to Israel, his first, is said to be scheduled for April the 21st through the 23rd. 11 mezuzahs were set on fire yesterday in Brooklyn. According to police, fire was set to the mezuzahs outside the front doors of residents in the Taylor White House, a public housing complex in the predominantly Jewish Orthodox section of Williamsburg. New York Police Department's chief spokesman Paul Brown told the New York Times regarding the mezuzah attack, the fact that they are all religious artifacts, we're treating it as an anti-Semitic crime. Anti-Defamation League acting New York Regional Director Etzion Neuer said the incident was a clear attempt to instill fear in the home's residents, and said it was particularly disturbing that the incident took place on Holocaust Remembrance Day, in which we remembered the heinous acts committed against the Jewish people. And finally today, Barbra Streisand fans in Israel got some good news. After the Jewish superstar's first show was almost completely sold out within half an hour of tickets going on sale, a second show has now been added. Streisand's original June 20th show, which marks her Israel debut, only has some premium seating left, and so a second show was added for June the 22nd. Both will take place at Bloomfield Stadium in Jaffa, which has a capacity of 16,000. Streisand will be accompanied by a 60-piece orchestra, as well as by special guest trumpeter Chris Botti, along with her son from her first marriage to actor Elliot Gould, Jason Gould, and her sister Rosalind Kind for some duets. She will also be performing several days before the concerts at the Presidential Conference in Jerusalem in honor of Israel's President Shimon Peres's upcoming birthday. And that's Shalom TV's news update for Tuesday, April the 9th, 2013. I'm Teisha Bader.